Losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close my eyes, embrace the blast. Sleepless nights and headache stack. Restlessness to hell and back.
Wow, it's finally here, the Huawei Pura X Max Power Edition. I'm just as hyped as you, so let's jump straight into it. First impression, wait, it opens sideways? That's different, and honestly, pretty cool. It kind of reminds me of the MatePad Mini vibe.
Big thanks to my tech partner over in China for providing this footage. I really appreciate the support in making this video happen. Hey everyone, Stella here from techiestreet. If you're into staying updated with the newest gadgets, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our latest tech content.
Inside, you get a clear, super rigid case and a 66W multi-port charger. But yeah, that's not why we're here. Let's get to the phone. Now, I already know what you're thinking, the processor. It's the Kirin 9030 Pro, and yep, it's in every model. That's huge. All right, the best part, unfolding it. That motion, so satisfying. And this color? Interstellar Blue, way deeper than I expected. In some light, it even shifts toward purple. The back looks textured, but because of the glossy finish, you don't really feel it. The camera layout runs across the back. On the left, a 50-megapixel main camera with a large RYYB sensor and variable aperture. Above it, a 12.5-megapixel ultra-wide, also RYYB. Below, Huawei's second-gen color sensor. On the far right, a periscope telephoto macro with 3.5x zoom. And that tiny white dot? That's the flash. Flip it over and you get a 5.4-inch front display with nicely rounded corners. The curves are so subtle it almost feels flat. Resolution is 1246 by 1848 and it looks sharp. It's about 85.4 millimeters wide with a centered front camera. You can use it one-handed, but two hands feel better. The frame is sharp and angular with a slight bevel. Even the left side keeps that boxy look. Buttons are simple, volume and power, with a fingerprint scanner all on the lower right. Speakers, top left and bottom right next to the SIM tray. Weight comes in at 235.4 grams. Unfolded, it's super thin at 5.3 millimeters. Folded, 11.4 millimeters. With the camera bump, around 17.6 millimeters. Now fully open it, and there it is. The inner camera sits in the top right corner. The main display? A big 7.7 inches, plenty of space. And here's the interesting part. It actually looks very similar to early foldable concepts we've seen from Apple. So now the real question, why this shape? Why this thickness? And the big one, how well do apps actually work on this screen? Let me show you. Let's start with what makes this aspect ratio special. Watch this. Scrolling through WeChat moments, most photos are 4:3, and those bezels, crazy thin. They almost disappear. Now switch to a 3:2 photo, still minimal bezels. Everything feels bigger, more alive. Jump to a 16:9 show, you'll notice the borders a bit, but it still looks great. Then try a 4:3 anime, and wow, this is where it hits. Super immersive. So yeah, this design is clearly built for content. But here's the catch. If apps don't adapt well, the whole thing breaks. For example, watching a video while reading comments. On the Pura X Max, video stays on the left, comments and details sit clean on the right. No mess, just works. Now compare that to most Android foldables. You're barely seeing anything at once. Same with shopping. Here, images on the left, details on the right. Clean, organized, made for a big screen. On others, just stretched content, nothing really optimized. So it makes you wonder, if software isn't ready, can a foldable even feel premium? Not really. This is where HarmonyOS shines. Everything feels polished. You also get a 5300 mAh battery, 66-watt wired and 50-watt wireless charging, plus IP58 and IP59 ratings. Now, quick look at the standard Pure X in a new color. Wow, this looks incredible. White base, but the bottom blends 3 shades of purple. There's even a lighter layer that creates this star-like pattern. It really stands out. Makes you think, why wasn't this there from day one? Design stays the same. This version now has 16 gigabytes RAM and 512 gigabytes storage, a nice bump. It's also updated to HT65 with solid expansion options. That said, the Pure X Max and Pure X are very different devices. Same focus, content, but totally different approaches. This was just a quick first look. Full review coming soon, so stay tuned. Pricing? The Huawei Pura X Max starts at 10,999 yuan in China, about 1,193 pounds or $1,613. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.